Yo, what's up guys, MattWic here. We are back, NHL 25, trying to win the Stanley Cup with only the 2025 NHL draft class. Now, I think here in year 6 is going to be our best chance that we've had so far. We have a phenomenal team. Obviously, the team's only going to get better as we keep going. These guys are still young. Let's go take a look at the roster. But before that, if you guys missed my post that I put up on the channel, I'm going to show you that we just got a player that may be granted exceptional status once we win one Stanley Cup. Let's see what I'm talking about. All right, guys, here he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Jackson Brophy, low elite, 73 overall at 19 years of age. You see, he's not signed. There's a reason for that. He was just drafted. And this young man was drafted in the 7th round at 71 overall. So this guy, and also too, look at his stats for just being drafted, and he was projected to not even get picked as well, this guy. So what I'm thinking is, just because this is the best 7th rounder I've seen in the game so far, gives me some Lee Brust visions from back in our NHL 24 days. I think this guy is going to get exceptional status for this team, like I said, once we win the cup. So that way he doesn't taint anything that's going on, but this guy deserves to be in. With a name like Jackson Brophy, a 7th round pick grinder with already great awarenesses, already great defense, his physical's phenomenal, shooting's not bad, senses are pretty good. Puck skills and skating are what we'd have to work on with him to get him to be a beast. So like I said, once we get him, once we get our first Stanley Cup, which is hopefully going to be this year after we take a look at the rosters and see the growth that everybody's had, we might put him in the lineup. But let me know in the comments, does that taint anything going forward, or is it like, whatever, this guy's special, he's generational, 7th round grinder, get him into the team, buddy. Let's go. Let me know in the comments below, guys, but let's take a look at the roster and see what we're rocking with here for year 6. So like I said, guys, the roster looks absolutely filthy right now. We do have a lot of these guys as well locked up to decent deals. I think Anton Frundell, we got him locked up, 5 years. We got Misa locked up, Martone, 7 years for Reshny. Staples, we'll have to look and see what we can get him on. Malikov, which this was also someone pointed out to me to go check his like his fighting frequency in the system to see what it was, because if you look at his penalty minutes, he is an absolute goon out there. The old age goon, not the new age goon. Look at those penalty minutes. He does have the trait to fight often. I did not change that. That's part of his personality. He is a created player, and I like having a guy who's going to stand up for his teammates on the ice. Like I said, if you look at his fights that he's had over the years, where does it show? Doesn't it not show? It shows fights in here somewhere, right? Oh, maybe it doesn't in the full system. Season stats, full career, split stats. Man, I can look at the split stats. I thought it would show fights in here. Well, regardless, I think last year he had 20-some fights. I'll have to go back and check the tape on that one. But yeah, he is a bit of a goon, so we're going to leave it at that. He's going to play second line minutes, though, just because I can't trust him on the first line to stay under control. But he has a nice set of superstar abilities there. And then our third line is absolutely stacked right now. Roger McQueen has developed nicely. Same with the fourth line, Caleb Desjardins. I don't know if that's how you say it. Caleb Matthews. And then the new addition to the team, Roman Slager, was another 2025 draft pick. He was a guy who was slotted to go a little bit later on, but he was a medium elite that I was able to snatch in the back half of that first round. Like I said, he wasn't projected to go in the first round. And look at those puck skills for this playmaker. So we're going to see what we're going to have to work on this year with this team. Because one thing I noticed with our forward group is we go through, look at those offensive and defensive awarenesses for a lot of these guys. They are near maxed out. So we do not need to do the 5v5 training this year. If anything, it wouldn't matter if we do lose some of that overall there. Because, I mean, look at a guy like Nicholas Silvegaard here. 98 offensive awareness, 99 defensive awareness. Solid stats all across the board. You'd like to see that shooting come up maybe a little bit more for him being a sniper. But other than that, I mean, this team is loaded. Defense, which has been our weakness in the last couple of years, is looking much more solid. Matthew Schaefer looking like a stud up there in the top line. Like I said, look at the awarenesses on these guys. Most of them, if not all of them, have that over 90 because they've been here with us for a couple of years. And so what has been our biggest strength as well is now even more of a bigger strength. Gabriel Daig and Jack Ivankovic are absolute beasts, 92 and 88 overall. Daig having a full onslaught of X factors and superstar abilities, so it should be interesting to see what he gets done. Let's take a look look at his, oh, look, I got points. Hi, thank you very much. He has some very good X factors and superstar abilities. Great deflection saves, one-on-one saves, boost team energy, which is huge. Desperation saves, boost energy, great butterfly goalie, and his provides a considerable energy boost for all skaters on the team after making 3 saves within 5 seconds. So no trapping us in our zone. And I believe this was the first year too we didn't have to re-sign or sign anybody who wasn't on our team. Obviously Joe Aginla's here. He's not going to get used at all because he is not the 2025 draft pick, and we aren't giving him exceptional status. We knew what our guys were. I'm pretty much just holding on to him so other teams in the league can't get him, so that way that we have a little bit of an advantage. And then too, if you take a look at our AHL lineup, got guys ready to go. Jordan Gavin, who normally turns out to be a beast in a lot of these simulations I've seen. He's a big point producer from what I've seen. So we'll see if we have to call him up at some point. Jake O'Brien down there. Philip Ekberg as well. Corbin Peener, unfortunately, is not going to be involved in this, but Jeffrey McMuffin could be at some point. So just in case we lose anybody, we can bring some guys up. Ruslan Karamanov is also another guy. 79 overall. Cash Kok is a guy I really wanted to get up there, as well as Matej Pecker. But they have yet to develop to the point where I would call them up. Defensively, have a couple guys getting close, but still away on that. In terms of goal, we got a couple good ones. Brian Giordano there, and Joshua Ravensbergen are solid options in case one of our 2 goaltenders would have ended up leaving. But it does not look like we'll have to deal with that because I did get Dag locked up long term, 8 years, 10 million. He also won the Vezina last year, so very cool to see there. Love that little screen there with the awards categories. Jack Ivankovic, 2 years at least, so 4.25. We'll see if we can maybe lock him up a little bit more than that. Might be better to just let him go depending on what happens. But if I have the cap space, I'll more than likely use it on him because it's nice to have that stacked goalie tandem. But let's get into the simulation, guys. I'm going to get to the end of the year, see if we made the playoffs, and then we'll go from there. Ooh, guys, check this out. So I was going through the what our focus is going to be this year, and look at this. EA has actually, or the devs of NHL have actually changed what the 5v5 focus decreases. Now it's much more of a question mark there, a -3 to -2 speed to get that awareness is up. So no longer is it the worthless deking that gets impacted, it's now speed, which, wow, that actually does make a huge difference in terms of what you'd want to focus on. So let's see what we want to go through here and just see these different ones. I think what we're going to do is the power play just for that wrist shot accuracy and the passing, which that +3 to 5 for passing is huge. You also do have the video sessions for offensive and defensive awareness, but you lose the power on your shots. So they definitely made it a lot more negative in terms of doing these things and figuring out which one you want to focus on. But I think for this year, like I said, let's see one more. No, this one's not a bad one either. I do like the strength training and everything that's on that one, so that might be an interesting one to focus on, as well as the conditioning. But I think for this year, just because I really want to put the puck in the back of the net and have that passing go up, so let's focus on the power play. Hopefully the boys can take advantage of that. Let's go, boys. Let's get to the end of the season and see if we're in the playoffs. Woo, okay, boys, that was a close one. We were not a playoff team come mid-season, or about 2 months in, I would say. So I did do a drastic measure. I fired the head coach mid-season and promoted one of our plethora of NHL head coaches to that starting spot. One thing I noticed was that our head coach that we had at the time preferred a defensive style, and I think it was really messing with us because we have a very young team that likes to go high flying. They're ripping Michigans out there, you know, pulling that Trevor Zegras, RIP to him. But we needed somebody who's going to lead us in a more offensive direction. Thankfully, we had a coach on the staff who preferred offense. We promoted him. Team started looking much better. We finished first in the Central, 106 points, 48, 24, and 10. As you can see down there, our leading scorers, Anton Frendel and Landon Staples with almost 40 goals. But let's take a look at the rest of the roster and see how they did. All right, so as you can see, a lot of point producers on this team, a lot of 20-goal scorers on this team as well. One big surprise to me, Oleg Malikov, 133 penalty minutes, so he toned it down just a little bit and a +24, so I'm not upset about that at all. Let's take a look. Ooh, this was the biggest shock for me. So I noticed mid-season, whenever we were going through those troubles, that our defense was really struggling. Saw Kayshawn Atchison down in the AHL was like a +25 2 months into the season, so I was like, okay, let's call this kid up. 43 games played, only 6 points, but a plus 22, second on the team, which we love to see. So he only 78 overall as well. So he is going to be a permanent mainstay now on this team. We love to see that. Let's take a look at the goal leaders for the team. Landon Staples with 39, Malikov with 31, and Frundell with 28. Also Silvergard up there with those 99s in awareness. 24 goals for him as well. So a lot of guys scoring. We don't have that issue, which we have in other GM modes where we don't have guys scoring. Let's see, any disappointments on the team? As you see too, I also called up Jordan Gavin when we were struggling just to get a different guy in there. When we changed head coaches, though, he took him out of the lineup. I wasn't too upset about that. He did grow to an 84 overall by that time, so I figured it was time to get him up to the NHL. So yeah, just switching up a little bit. Thankfully, we had some guys to play with a little bit there. See, some of the defensemen struggled. Luka Radivojevich, we did scratch him midseason for Atchison. Carbonneau played a couple games. We were really messing around with those lineups just to figure out what worked. And when the new coach came in, everything seemed to click. So thank goodness for him. Penalty minutes leaders Martone and Malikov up there with the top. Let's see, fights. 17 fights for Oleg Malikov. 2 for Roger McQueen. 1 was me in a game that I played. I just wanted to see how the sliders felt with this team. It felt nice. It was a hell of a game. And Keishon Atchison as well with a fight. So it's good to see these guys tossing it up in there. Let's see, face-off leaders. Do we have anybody go crazy? Reshny, 54%. McQueen at 54% as well. So we love to see that from some of our top guys. But guys, let's get into the playoffs. Let's actually see real quick goaltenders. How do our goalies do? A little disappointing for Daigle, being a 92 overall, 93 overall now, a 908 save percentage and a 277 goals against. Ivankovic did do pretty well in relief, only playing 17 games though, so doesn't seem like we're really using him a whole ton, but good to see Daig up there with 42. I think I called him Daigle the first time, so I apologize for that. But boys, let's get into the playoffs, see who our first round opponent is, and see if we can't get to that Stanley Cup final. No easy games in the playoffs, no easy series, I should say, and this one's definitely not going to be easy going up against the Edmonton Oilers. 114 points this season for Connor McDavid. Leon Draisaitl still on the roster, so let's see what we can get done. 2 games at home. We should have home ice advantage throughout the majority of the playoffs for finishing first in the Central. Come on, boys, get off to a hot start. Let's get done with this first series quick. Let's see, come on. Sim's taking a long time today. 6-1, game 1 win. Game 2, OT win. Let's go, boys. Way to handle business at home. Let's see, one more game. Can we take a 3-0 series lead? Oh my goodness, we can. Let's go. 3-0 series lead here against Edmonton. Close them out, boys. Sweep. 7-0 there in game 4. Let's go, boys. First round matchup is down. Let's see who we got in the second round. From one juggernaut to another, Connor Badussi and the Chicago Blackhawks, who survived Game 7 against their first round opponent. Let's see, boys. 2 games at home. Can we continue our perfect streak in the playoffs? Let's go 5-0, 6-0 in the playoffs right now. A dominant 8-1 win. Can we take care of business in Chicago, though? Watch out for those boys with the switches. Not a worry. We're the ones with the switches. 7-1 there. Can we close out the series and stay perfect? Oh, they end our perfect streak. Come on, boys. Don't let them back in this one. Game 5. Close them out. Oh, no. Oh, no. Chicago's going to go for the back-to-back Game 7s and the reverse sweep. Come on, boys. Game 6. The buttholes are getting tight. And it's closed out. And we already know our second-round opponent, the Anaheim Ducks. Trevor Zegras coming back for revenge. We are in the Western Conference Finals. Let's go, boys. First 2 games at home again. We're not going to do any cuts this time. We don't need to sim. Game 1 loss. Game 2 win. I love to see it. Game 3, can we take a series lead? 10-4. Holy shit, the boys are buzzing out there. Who's going to win the Conn Smythe? Don't even think about it yet, boys. Let's go. Game 4, 3-1 series lead. Ooh, series tied at 2. Let's see what's going on in the East. 2-2 for the Red Wings and the Islanders. Game 5, boys. Deciding game. 6-5 OT win. What a banger. We go into a game 7 here. Simulate up to the day. We are not. We are headed to the Stanley Cup Finals. Let's go, boys. Who are we going to be facing off against? All right, guys, and before we get into the first game of the Stanley Cup Finals, take a look at that. Trevor Zegras heard what I said about him and got pissed off, was leading the league in playoff points, 28 points in 19 games before we dethroned him, and then look at the next 4 leaders behind him, all of our boys, even playing pretty minimum games so far throughout these playoffs. So let's go, boys. Game 1, we'll do the period-by-period sim. We'll just skip the third period. We're not going to sit minute by minute. Let's see what happens. 3-2 first period lead. Come on, Dag, lead us there. Lead us to the promised land. 4-2. Can we hold on in the third? Yes, we can. 4-3 final there in game 1. Let's go, boys. They're buzzing. Can this be my first Stanley Cup on YouTube for a series so far? It's been too long. We need to start buzzing through one of these, which is why I kind of wanted to do this. Let's go, boys. First period. A good first period there. Frondell gets a power play goal. Second period. 1-1. Okay, this is going to be a big one. Dag, you got to stand on your head. Third period, game 2. Oh, we're not able to come away with the win. Was that Boone Jenner that scored that goal? His old ass is still kicking it around in here in 2030. Holy shit. All right, game 3. Series tied 1-1. We haven't lost very many home games, so it's disappointing that we dropped one here in the finals. Am I cursed? If we lose this, am I cursed in the Stanley Cup Finals? I think this is the 4th, maybe the 5th one that I've been part of, and we have lost every single one. So let's go, boys. Break the curse. First period. Oh, not a good start. Second period. Okay, there we go. Better. Cole Rezhny gets us on the board there. 2 power play goals. We love to see it. Third period. Yes, let's go. 4-3. Atchison and Staples get us on the board, and Dag holds the door shut. And we were able to take a 2-1 series lead. Let's go, boys. Things are looking good. First in goals per game. First. I don't know why it took me so long to get that out. First in goals against per game. Defense is looking good, which we thought was going to be a big weakness of this team, but this might be our time. Let's go, boys. First period, game 4, up 2-1. Can we take a 3-1 series lead? Ooh, okay. We've been in this position before. Second period. All right, it's going to be a big hill to come back from. Boone Jenner's out here tearing it up like he's 20 years old. Third period. No comeback. Oh, so the Islanders tie it up here. Come on, Boone Jenner. He's their Islanders lead now, man. What the hell's going on? Series tied 2-2. Let's get up to game 5 here. Let's take a look. Yep, 2-2 still in the series. Just making sure I am correct on that. Game 5, boys. First period. Let's go. Show them we mean business. First period, 1-0. Let's go, Vader. Easy peasy. Second period. Ooh, come on, Duclair and Yanni Gord. What is with this old-ass team? These guys all got to be like in their mid-30s by now. Third period. Oh, come on. Kolasar gets one. Keegan Kolasar. What is this team on the Islanders? What the fuck is going on? Barzell, Boone Jenner, Keegan Kolasar. I got to take a look at these lines real quick. This is nuts. All right, and New York Islanders, where are they at? Come on. This is, I mean, they're a very Islanders-seeming team right now. Bo Horvat, Barzell, Bunting, Chinnikov, Boone Jenner's 80 overall, 36 years old. This team should not beat us. Come on, look at this old-ass team here, man. Defense, Pelech, Pollock, Dobson, Zadorov, Gogolev, and Landon Dupont. Ooh, the franchise boy down there tearing it up. 4 points. In goal, I'm guessing, yep, Sorokin, 88 overall. Boys, come on. This can't be real life right now. We're down 3-2 in the series. Can we take it at least to a game 7, boys? Let's go. First period. Get us on the board quick. 1-1. Okay, Anthony Duclair out there tearing it up. Martone gets one, though. Second period. 3-1. No way. The curse continues, boys. Can we come back here in the third? Oh my goodness. I don't know. I need to stop. I bet the second I would start doing one of these series. There we go. Wait, we're back. Offline, I bet you we'd win multiple cups in a row. That's what happened in 24 with the test in the draft. Is I stopped showing the seasons and we ended up tearing it up. Oh, game's tied. Let's go. 3-3. Come on, boys. We can't come all the way back here and let it down now. Overtime. Come on. Game 6. Send it to a game 7. Power play. Oh, we live. Okay, come on, boys. 2 unanswered goals. All the momentum's on our side. It is. Oh, my God. Let's go. We're going to game 7. We have a chance, boys. We have a chance. Let's get in there. Sim to game 7. Oh, my goodness. Come back from a 2-goal deficit. Can we do it right here? Boys, make it easy for me. Let's go. First period, game 7. I need this. Oh my goodness. And we just got a subscriber. Thank you, Peter Nielsen. I was always wondering if that would happen while I was recording a video. Very cool. Let's go. Hopefully that's a good sign for the game 7 here. Congratulations on subbing. Boys, if you want to, always recording around this time in the day. Around, what time is it right now? 6 o'clock-ish normally. Get it on there. So start subscribing at that time. Maybe yours will pop up in a video. I think that's the first one. All right, let's go. First period. Good sign from the gods. Okay, 0-0. We're out shooting them, though. Let's go, boys. Second period. Ooh, 1-0. All right, we got to sit on this X button just in case. So we're going to get in there and watch this team play. Come on, get us down to that, like, 3-minute mark, and we'll hop in there and watch the boys see if they can close it out. It's always a little bit slow. Power play, 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, stop. 3 minutes. Okay, we're going to hop in there and watch the end of this game and see what the boys can do. Can I sit it in the middle, or do I have to play? Oh, CPU versus CPU game. There we go. Wait, no. We don't want to do that. Home. Switch to home. There we go. Thank God. All right. So we get to sit and watch, boys. 3 minutes and 47 seconds left on the clock. Holy shit. This could be the first one. Can we get it done? I wonder if, since I did CPU versus CPU, if it's going to let me actually get in there and lift the cup or pass it around. But if we don't, it is what it is. Big hit there on Bo Horvat. Let's go, Colby Gapter. Come on, somebody get after him. Don't let that side of the ice down. They're going to dump it. Good retrieval. Pass that puck around. Don't get caught in the corner. Getting caught back a little bit. Turnover in the O-zone. 3. No! Bo puts it in. We might be here for a while, boys. Fuck. We were doing so good. I should have let the clock try to trickle down a little bit more. Oh, my goodness. All right, well, this is going to be a pain in the ass now. Can I skip this? I can't even skip it. Oh, no, boys. I have no control right now. Look at our goaltender. Look at Dag in there with the black and yellow mask. All right, come on, let's go. Skip through this replay. I didn't know I didn't have replay control either when I do this. Fuck. Has to be late in the game. Game 7, coach. Oh, no, he's so excited. I don't know if this isn't the realistic coaches, so I don't know. That's some random guy on the team there. One of those is supposed to be Keegan Colasar. I don't know if he's that dark. But let's see. Michael Bunting there with an assist, it looks like. But Bo Horvat with the goal. Boys, come on, keep battling. Minute 17 was left in the game. Terrible turnover in the offensive zone there. Can't remember who that was. Oh, my goodness, what's going on? The boys are getting cooked now. The settings, the sliders, no. Okay, Dag, cover that up. Oh, he passes it out. Wait, but it might lead to a break. 2-on-2. Michael Misa. Pass back to Frondell. Oh, what a shot and save by Sorokin. Oh. All right, and let's watch the 2 minutes of replays they're going to show us. Oh, come on. Let's go shutdown. Ryan Pulluk just lays out Michael Misa there coming into the zone, but he makes a great pass. Colby Gapter leading the NHL in playoff hits. Right now, a minute 13 remains on the clock. Face-off in the offensive zone. Big win, big pass. Staples scores! Let's go, Landon Staples with the handlebar mutton chops. Little flow coming out of the back end of that helmet, and he might propel the 2025 draft class to the Stanley Cup here in Game 7. Less than a minute remaining. What a shot. Sorokin gets a piece. Whoever that was on the other side of the net was pissed off. Let's go, boys. Oh, my goodness. Who's got the little Hitler stash there? Oh, no, okay, he's got some stubble around there. Just, I mean, it's a young group, man. You know, they struggle growing mustaches and beards, except apparently for Landon Staples. New York Islanders calling a timeout here in a vital spot. He's got the whiteboard out. He's pissed off. He's got a little bit of underbite. Utah's head coach pumped up about that one. Let's go, boys. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Remain composed. We still got to finish this out, boys. Big face-off here. Let's see if the Islanders can get control, pull the goalie, and make one last rush. A minute 8 left in the game. 7 here in Utah. Anthony Duclair comes in. Great poke check by Caden Atchison, but he gets trapped in the corner. Not able to get the puck out. What an interception by Teague Vader up to Malcolm Spence. The goalie's still in. Big shot by Malikov there. Big save by Sorokin to paddle it off into the corner. Wampy Caddis. I think that's what he'd say. The net is empty now. Chinnikov coming down the ice. Big hit there. Malikov not able to get the puck out. Ooh, played in front. Dag able to cover it up. end the madness, but New York Islanders are going to end with a offensive zone faceoff. Dang, going out there looking ready to fight, and here they go. The Stanley Cup is in the building. I'm getting my hands all over it. I'm gonna kiss it. All right, boys. I hope you're enjoying this this commentary right now. Oh my goodness, can they do it? The Mad Lads of the 2025 draft class. Big face-off win up to Frundell. Can he get it on net? No, he misses the net. But Martone's there. He scores! Porter Martone puts it in an empty net. Let's go. What a shot pass from Frundell to get the puck in there. He knew his man was streaking down the far side, and that should do it. 3-1 here in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Let's go, boys. Oh, my goodness. I thought we were going to get burned there when Frundell missed the net, but he planned for it all along. Martone, no chance he misses that one. Puts it in the back of the net. Let's go. Their head coach is pissed. Let's get a reaction from the Utah bench now. Or maybe not. Zoom in a little closer on those wrinkles. Let's go, boys. Oh, who's going to win the Conn Smythe? Frundell up there with 30 points. Martone tied with 30 points. Got the goal there. Oh, baby. Big face-off win here. It would be a monumental collapse if Utah loses this one. 18 seconds remaining. Bo Horvat with the puck in the offensive zone. Time winding down. They got to do something here. Put it on net. Pellick. Dang, with a big save. Pullock. Dobson again coming up in the zone. 3, 2, 1. They did it! The 2025 draft class wins the Stanley Cup here in 2030. They are Stanley Cup champions. It only took 6 years and a coaching change. Multiple coaching changes, actually, to be exact. Oh, we did it, boys. They set the bar high for the next couple draft classes. We'll see if one of the other ones, I can do up to 2029, are able to get it done. Porter Martone wins the Conn Smythe, 12 goals, 18 assists, a plus 19 and 50 hits in the playoffs. What a series, what a playoffs for him. Let's go, boys. Like I said, interested to see if it's going to let me do the passing it around here, but if not, I do not care. I am so fucking happy right now. Let's go. We did it. Stanley Cup champions. Whew. Did not think we'd get to this point this season. I definitely thought we were going to miss the playoffs, but let's go. Captain Anton Frundell goes out to take the Stanley Cup. Lift it, young man. You've earned it. Let's go. What a series for the boys. Dominant in the first 2 rounds. A little bit of a scare there in the second round. Or no, a little bit of a scare there in the, in the second round. Oh, I do get to do it. Let's go. No, I don't. Oh, come on. It's going to pick it for me. Who's he going to pick? Michael Misa? Landon Staples? I like how it teases me a little bit while it goes through. That was not me controlling it, though. But that is actually a good choice because we get to see this glorious player model of Landon Staples here with the Jufro, the perm, and the handlebar mustache mutton chops. What a guy. Who gets it next? Come on, it's got to be Dag at some point. Who's he going to... Don't pass off to the backup goalie. Roman Slager? Computer, come on. Okay, Kayshawn Atchison, the late season call-up, the plus-minus king. I'm not upset with him getting that there at all. Oh, my God. Kayshawn Atchison. Let's go, boys. A little bit more of a conservative player model for him there. No big mutton chops on him. Who are we going to go to next? Got to be the goalie at some point. Come on. Don't give it to the backup goalie. Please don't give it to the backup goalie. Okay, Michael Misa. I love how it does that. I swear to God it's not me doing that, boys. That's the computer controlling it. I tried. How it teases around. Misa gets to raise the cup. He's been our first-line center pretty much the entire time. He's developed very nicely. Solid first-line center. Oh, the goalie never gets it. They never gave it to Dag. What the fuck? But let's go, boys. Look at that cup on the ice. Woo-wee. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Look at Staples there. Oh, look at the boys. Let's go, boys. Who's bald? Who the fuck is that that's bald? Oh, Jesus Christ. You're like 22 and bald. Poor guy. Stanley Cup champions. Let's go. Get the names on the cup. And I think next year, probably maybe 2 years down the road, once he develops, Jackson Brophy will definitely be joining the team, especially because we were able to close it out here. There they are, the 2025 draft class. No Joe Aginla on there, thankfully. I sent him down because I thought about this. Ooh-wee. 6 years is what it took, boys, so let's go. We'll see. We'll move on to the 2026 draft class and see if they're able to do it any faster. But the 2029, 2030 NHL Stanley Cup champions, the 2025 NHL draft class. A lot of 20s going on there. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel for more NHL 25 content. That's the end of this one. Peace.